Our stories are brilliant. We are resilient. Our stories are brilliant. We are resilient.
One of the things I wanted to ask you about was the kinds of things you do to recharge yourself, because I imagine that your work takes a lot out of.
Yeah, that's a good question. Thank you. I learned breath work, and I think that's probably one of the most powerful things I've done. I've also learned meditation, and I do a daily gratitude journal. I'm also in groups. We've been in a couple groups together. Most recently, we were in Kathy Heller's podcasting course. And I think the power of surrounding yourself with other women has helped me grow in many ways. But there's also so many other benefits to that, of people reminding you who you are and seeing you as who you are. I think that fuels me as well. So being in a community. And then I'm not going to lie, I just was telling someone this the other day, I'm like an OCD shower person. I'm not sure. And in my podcast, I do shower sprinkles. There's something about when I get stressed or anxious, and maybe it's because I love the lake and the sunshine and the water. The sun brings me back home. The water brings me back home. But I take a shower every single night because it just brings my nervous system back together.
What special things that do you have special? Do you have to use river rocks on the floor, or do you have a special soap that you use? What kinds of things bring you joy when you're doing that?
Usually I listen to a podcast or music. Something about it depends on my day. If I'm in what mood I'm in. I also turn on my radio in my house, and I dance around and sing a lot.
I love that. Actually, that makes me think, my kids are a little older now, but from the time that they were really little, I think it was selfish, but we had morning dance parties, and it was great because it was the way that I could get them out the door and get on the bus. We had breakfast and then dance parties and whatever. We were listening to a lot of Michael Franti at the time, and it was very feel good music. And yeah, I should do that more. I like that.
Yeah, I think that something about music, you forget what you're going through or forget what the day is, and it just lightens everything up. And I think, yeah, you should. Even with teens. Oh man, I remember being a teen, not wanting to get out of bed in the morning, and I was a cranky one. Yeah.
It's funny, my boys are older, so they do their own thing, but they're still grumpy. So. Do you have other things? Do you exercise a lot too? That's pretty important to you?
I do. I joined a co-ed soccer team, and I loved playing soccer when I was younger, so I joined another team. I know it's not the best of my body, and at 41, I still love it. And so I play co-ed soccer every Sunday, and then during the week, I used to box, and I did that in high school to stay in shape. And then I switched to, some crazy girls got me switched to doing CrossFit. And I start every morning out really early at the CrossFit gym, and I love it. Yeah. It is intense. The good thing is that I can adjust any workout. We have great coaches and just a great community at our gym. And so I think it's more of, and I have people that will send me a message like, why are you not coming to the gym today? Like, you overslept? What? No, get out of the gym. No lazy days. And I think the power of keeping each other accountable, even if I just go some days, if I've had treatment or something like that, I'll just go and ride the bike. But no one there judges me. It's, oh, hey, you showed up today. And so I love our CrossFit gym and the community. And then it allows me to push myself in ways I wouldn't push myself. There's something about throwing a barbell down, and it just feels like strong and empowering, and it's so crazy.
Wow. I'm very impressed. And boxing is great. It's interesting you say that. I had a punching bag of my own in high school, and I felt like we didn't have a boxing team or anything, no clubs of that kind.
Yeah.
But it was just talk about stress relief. Oh my goodness, it's
Yeah.
the best. Actually, I am about ready to get my daughter into a boxing club. So,
Yeah.
you say that.
I loved it. I did it in high school, just at a small little, it was like someone's garage gym. And I did it with another girl I played high school soccer with. And the whole point behind it was to stay in shape. But I think it also is a confidence booster. And especially as an adult, I think it's a way of taking whatever went out, whatever happened to your day, just gonna hit the bag and let it all out. And it doesn't matter.
Well,
So
absolutely. This is a funny question. Do you like wraps or do you like gloves?
I actually used to only use one. Now I wrap my hand and use gloves. So I do wraps with gloves. Yeah, I have sensitive knuckles now.
That's cool. I've just never really talked to anybody as an adult who did that also. I like that.
Yeah, so I wrap my hands and then put my gloves on. And I used to go to a gym, and it was a mix up of like some kickboxing, and it's good cardio. And it was fun. Loud music's playing or whatever music. And I just enjoyed it.
What is another fun and unexpected thing about you?
I love the lake. I probably said that, but I love surfing. I grew up our family goes to the lake every year, and there is something about being in the water that it just brings me to my happy place. Yeah. And I love surfing. I'm not the best. I'm no pro at surfing, but I learned how to water ski at a young age. And if you wanted to tube, my grandpa was like, then you're going to try to water ski when we were really young. He didn't like to pull the tube. And so it was so boring, and he loved to see water ski. So I learned how to water ski at a young age. And then we did the wakeboard, and we surfed behind the boat. And I love surfing. I love it for a couple of reasons. My feet aren't attached to the board. So if I fall, the board doesn't come back and hit me. And you're going so much slower.
Oh,
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah.
Oh, girl. I actually thought about I was telling my daughter this yesterday. There is just a how to surf class for adults, and I'm intimidated, but I think it'd be really fun.
Oh, it's so much fun. Yeah.
Something about the water. When you're in the water, I'm not a water sign. I know some people think that if you're a water sign, you're more inclined to like the water. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
I'm not one of no, sorry. I'm fire. I don't like fire either. What can you say?
Fire either, yeah.
But I do love, and it's nice that being taught to be able to do that at a young age. I bet it's so neat because now it's a skill you're going to have your whole life.
Yeah, it's funny because my grandmother passed away, but she skied on her 80th birthday, and my mom still water skis. And so it's a lot of fun. And it's just not, we go out there and swim all day. We go there for a week. And so we're out on the lake like half the day, and we have canoes and kayaks. And so, yeah, I think it's just, we find our own peace, and I find peace and joy in it. It makes me so happy.
Oh, good for you there. So do you guys like rent a house and
Yeah, so we go to my family just sold it. We have it's in Kansas. Some of our lakes are really dirty and muddy, but we had a cabin it was like an hour and a half from our house that I grew up with my dad's parents. Yeah, so I grew up over there, spending a lot of time with them, and we did a lot of fishing, and that was even if we weren't in the water, but we did go out on the boat still there. But then when we go to our family trip for a week, because we have family that comes from like Kansas City, like they're like 3 hours from us. It's about to Table Rock Lake, and it's pretty clear there. You can see your feet when you're in the water. You probably can't see past your feet, but when you get in a Kansas lake here, you are in mud. You come out in mud, covered in mud. There's a big difference. Yeah.
We call the reservoir near where I live. It's called Fern Ridge, but we call it Fern Ditch because it's a reservoir. It's pretty not clear. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool that you still go for a trip with your family every year.
Yeah. My mom started going. It's been a tradition since before they had us. And so we just have kept it going, and it's grown, and we rent cabins. That way we have our own cabin. We used to rent them as families, but now we've grown and changed to like individual little, it's just a little room, but you still have your own space, even though after we spend a whole day together as family.
Yep. Just like we were talking about, you got to be able to just shut down for a little bit.
Yes.
So what kinds of things are next for you? Tell us a little bit more about your podcast.
So I love a deep connection with people, which is funny because I say that I don't like big groups or crowds, but I think it's the overwhelm of too much. But when I get to deep connect with people, I love, like, that lights my heart up. And so that is what my podcast is about. It's called The Inner Spark. And I think that everybody in their life has been through something or has a journey they've been on, and something in your life has changed, like switched it, stopped you, and made you come out a different way. And so I really love just having deep conversations about what lights people on fire, why they changed what they did, or whether it's an illness or changing from like a CEO job, starting being a big boss and just quitting their job and walking away because they want to stay home with their kids, or they don't feel lit up doing what they're doing anymore. And so it brings me so much joy to get to talk about what inspires others, what lights them up, what sparks them every day.
Oh, it's such a great show. I really encourage everyone to follow you, and I'm going to have your podcast as well as your Instagram in the show notes so that everyone can go find you there.
Thank you.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's real. And that's one of the things I like the most about it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's one of the best things about the classes that we've been taking is learning to show up as yourself and being authentic. And it doesn't have to be edited to the nth degree. It's about conversations.
It is. And I don't edit. I know I let myself be the C student I was in high school. And that is what I do with my podcast is I let it be. I could go in and spend hours doing it, and I don't enjoy that at all. And so it is what it is. And I just want people to come on and have fun. And that's what it's about. I do it for fun for myself. And so it just brings me so much joy to get to share other stories. And I also learned that sharing my story was probably one of the hardest things I've ever done.
But it's so important. It's so important. And I'm excited that I get to help you because Casey is going to write a chapter in my new anthology that's coming out. I want everyone to look forward to that.
I am, to be pretty honest with you, a little bit scared, a lot scared, but so excited that I get to do that. And it's such an honor to just be in your life. And you're just so amazing. I appreciate you.
Oh my God. I want to make sure that everyone is able to catch up with you. Do you want people to contact you via Instagram or if they want to do something like donate to your company? Where would they do that?
Yeah, so you can either go on and follow our party page. I do keep it a private page because it is parents sharing vulnerable pictures of their kids. And we all know that social media, even though I want it all to be the best, sometimes pictures get taken away. So you do have to join our groups, but you can also I'm available on Instagram, Facebook, anywhere. You can send me a message and I'll guide you to our groups and tell you how you can donate we have Amazon wish lists or Venmo, where people can always send gift cards, however they want to donate. There's so many ways.
Oh, wonderful. And if someone is interested in talking to you about your podcast, it'll be the same way.
Yeah, they can do that. That's probably just the easiest, yes.
So much for talking with us today. It's been an absolute joy.
Thank you so much for having me on. I truly appreciate you.
Sometimes we have to start over. Sometimes we have to fight back. Sometimes it's all too much. Lost inside the black. Our stories are brilliant. We are resilient. Our stories are brilliant. We are resilient. Sometimes we need to lift the voices of those who've overcome and expose the ones that made the choices